Pittsburgh.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Out of the gun, Smith. And right away, he lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Returning it, here's Hamler. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
44-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not a zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
At the 32-yard line.
2nd and 9. Smith, and that'll be incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Good go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball. On their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast.
And they try to razzle-dazzle, but the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And I get what he's trying to do there, trying to make a play, getting the ball to your teammate on the punt return, but we see the risk involved. It played out right there.
No doubt about it. Risk versus reward, and you know that that's drawn up really well on the grease board, right? And then you execute it and work on it in practice. But you know going into a game, heightened emotions, heightened sensitivities during the game, everything has to go perfectly for that play to be executed.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he returns this to the 22.
Greg Roman on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Smith. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Hamler now on the return. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Down to lose one.
The drive will start with Conner. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Jay Hamler on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly to fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 31-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. McFarland running out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 4, check 4.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie. 3rd down here.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And bulldozing his way through. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Smith. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The tackle made by Devin Bush. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
first throw now for the backup Allen. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas.
Keep going.
Touchdown, Washington.
Allen's pass.
Logan Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Dustin.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
58 to Mike, 58.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The 47-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A run here for J.D. McKissick. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
We got three.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Say.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. But it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And his pass, incomplete. Anthony McFarland was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Mike 55.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the 1st half. There's still time. They got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so a good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Smith off to Thomas on the left side. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts
At the 40,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Smith, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
Sack. A fumble on the play.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Their own 34-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 16. 15 yards on the play. First down.
10 at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, this will be McFarland. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Hey, man.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Roethlisberger.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Smith. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Smith from the gun on 3rd down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You can't just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Connor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
A good carry and a 1st down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
Second and goal from the 1. Roethlisberger keeps it. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Extra point is
the point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. On 1st down, Gibson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Smith to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
It's a gain of 3.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Smith. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, Smith. And that is incomplete.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target, and it's third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though, third and long. Again, Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And 11 at the 30-yard line.
Like 30. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, watch the slant.
On second and 11 now. Roethlisberger to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield.
Complete.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger.
Completion here to Claypool.
20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown!
Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Oswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Yard gain on the play.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Smith now to throw. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Gain of 6.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. Now Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball. Antonio Gibson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Smith now to throw. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Smith. Open man here. Sims complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
Washington.
From the red zone now, Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Steven Nelson.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Smith. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play.
Long.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like...
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last throw here for Smith. And he finds McLaurin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for Pittsburgh, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.